Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for clicking on this video. Today we are taking a look at Jordan Spieth and his golf swing. Now, on this channel I do lots of golf news stuff, playing golf, and also analysing tour players' swings, so make sure you do give this video a like, subscribe to the channel and comment your thoughts down below. So let's dive straight in. We are first going to take a look at a video of Jordan Spieth's swing a few years ago, and then we're going to take a look at what he's been working on and his swing now in 2021. So let's dive in. We've got this driver swing of Jordan's from a few years ago. Now here we can see Jordan's setup with driver. Setup is just beautiful, just perfect setup. You could copy this for anyone. Lovely, relaxed legs, not too much knee bend, perfect spine angle, great posture. Everything looks set up, aligned beautifully. Now Jordan does obviously like to hit a bit of a high draw, but you know, he can move it both ways. Hits it, you know, pretty straight overall, not too much movement. So let's take a look. Now let's just play this through once and take a look at his swing. It is a beautiful, beautiful golf swing, but quite a lot has changed since this in his golf swing now and what he's been working on, because obviously he hasn't been playing that well. Let's take a look again. Jordan Spieth gets the hands and arms quite wide. This is something he's been working on recently, which has changed. If we pause it parallel to the ground, we can see beautiful position here, but we can see the hands and arms are coming out quite wide, a little bit away from him. As we slowly take it to the top, right elbow bends, beautifully on plane. You know, club is quite laid off and, you know, perfectly kind of square with that left hand. He does have a weak left hand grip, it is important to mention and note. He kind of grips the club a little bit in his palm too. As we pause it at the top here, beautifully coiled up, using the ground well, great leg structure and everything like that. Love that. As he starts to come down, arms are going to move back in front of him. As he comes down, he comes slightly from the inside as we slowly move it into the ball, pause it at impact. Great impact position, looks good there, and then he kind of holds onto it through the finish, has that slight chicken wing, but it is obviously a beautiful, beautiful shot. Now I want to take a look at some of Jordan Spieth's practice swings he's been rehearsing literally this last week. And then we're going to look at one of his swings from this last week as well. So this is one of his rehearsal practice swings, and there's a few things to note which he's been working on recently. Now Jordan in the last few years has got the club a little bit stuck behind him. He's been coming from, his bad shot is when he comes from the inside too much, and he can either push it out right or he can hook it left if he turns the face over. So he's been working really, really hard on this. So as we slowly play through, let's play through it once, and then I'll kind of talk you through it and just have a look at some of these practice swings he's making. These are exaggerated movements. Now let's take it back and slow it down a little bit. So as we can see, Jordan is taking the club on the inside, really trying to get the hand path and arms more connected on the inside, and then he's trying to work on that feeling. They come up on the inside, and then once they get to the top, he's working on the feeling of the club then shallows, and the arms move back out in front of the body, and he gets very much outside the line and cuts across the ball. Let's play it through one more time and you'll be able to see that. So he comes on the inside, works on this takeaway, hands more connected moving in, and now club moving out in front of him, cutting across the ball. Now we can see that's obviously to neutralize that he's been getting too stuck behind him. He was getting the arms and everything much more out and away from him on the takeaway, and then he was dropping them down inside, getting them a little bit stuck and trapped behind, coming too much from the inside on the way down. He's now trying to do the opposite, get hands and everything moving in, hand path on the takeaway, moving more in and up, and then get the arms and hands more outside, more back in front of him, and cutting across the ball to neutralize that path. These are exaggerated movements. He doesn't actually want his swing to look like that. He would be hitting a huge slice or a huge pull if his swing was actually like that, but he's exaggerating these movements, and this is something that's really important to know. If you're working on your golf swing, you're trying to make changes, you have to really exaggerate these movements and really ingrain them. Now let's take a look at Jordan's swing with a driver in 2021. This is from just a few weeks ago. We have Jordan set up with driver. It's a beautiful, beautiful look. And this is a really good shot as well. So we can see automatically, if we pause it parallel to the ground, we can see that the hands and arms are much more connected to the body. That right elbow is kind of already quite tucked in against his side here. Beautiful position as we take it to the top. Definitely more connection with the right arm, right elbow as he takes it to the top there. He's not quite as laid off. He's kind of a little bit, clubs a little bit more down the line. Still beautiful body position, beautifully loaded into that right side. We can see kind of all the weight and pressure going through his right foot into the floor. And now if he comes down, he's going to work the hands and arms back out in front of him beautifully. Really, really good look here. Not nearly coming from the inside quite so much, and if we pause it at impacts here, there we have, you know, that's just a beautiful, beautiful position. Really nice. He's rotated through, he's open to the target, and now if we slowly play it through, we can see it is just a perfect, beautiful, high straight golf shot as he comes through to this beautiful balanced finish. Let's play it through one more time, just play it through from start to finish. It is a really good look. The changes he's made might appear quite subtle, but in terms of overall performance, they're obviously working really, really well. He's been hitting the ball really, really beautifully these last few weeks, and you know, he's going to be in great contention all year for all of these majors. So there was a bit of a break in the weather, and I thought I'd jump outside to show you exactly what Jordan is doing in these practice swings. So I've got driver here. I'm just going to do a few slow motion practice swings to show you what he's trying to feel and why. So basically Jordan used to get, as he took the club away, hands and arms would stay nicely in front of him, but they would get a little bit far away from the body, a little bit detached, a little bit out this way, and then as he came into the top, he'd get quite laid off and open, and then as he started to swing down, he'd get a little bit stuck and in behind, which would cause him to really be coming from the inside a lot, and that's why you'd see him either push it out to the right or flip it over and hook it to the left. But Jordan is working on this problem by really rehearsing, practicing, getting the arms, hand path coming in a lot more. The club then moves up as the hands come in. Club's a little bit more, not across the line, but down the line instead of being so laid off, a little bit more down the line, and then he is able to work on, then from there, the arms move back out in front of him, and he swings through to the left, which neutralizes his path and stops him hitting those blocks out to the right. And if you watched a lot of Jordan the last few weeks, you will notice that actually tee shots wise, he used to hit a lot of draws, or kind of a straight ball flight, a little baby draw, but now actually he's hitting a lot more cuts and fades, which is kind of unlike him, but does give him a lot more control and has helped him really neutralize his path, because now he's still able to hit that draw, but he is also able to hit that cut and fade. So if we do it one more time, he's trying to keep connection, really exaggerate it. He's really exaggerating it here in the practice swings. He's not trying to make this exact swing when he's actually swinging, he's just trying to exaggerate it. Hand path moving in, club moving up, arms moving out in front of him, and then swinging left, cutting across the ball. So it's hand path in, club up, out in front of him, swinging to the left. And you can see Jordan making these. If we have one more look at it, take a look and see Jordan making this movement. Another thing that's important to note in Jordan Spieth's golf swing is that Jordan is actually left-handed. So he plays golf right-handed, but he's actually left-handed. And this explains kind of why and how his body moves. He doesn't necessarily load up onto the right side and then transfer his weight down back into the ball. He actually kind of, in the past, this is something he's working on obviously, in the past he kind of keeps his weight more there, and then as he swings down he has to almost back up. You can kind of see him making this backing up motion and holding onto the club face, his head moving back quite a lot. Again, this is something he's working on in his practice swings, getting a lot more onto the right side, and then this allows him to swing through the ball, get his weight moving towards the target. But obviously because he's left-handed, he's used to doing it the other way around, getting his weight there and swinging through to the right, but now he's having to work on doing the opposite. And this is also something, because he's left-handed, this is something that's helped him in other areas of his game, his short game, his putting, and his wedges as well, because he's really able to hold on to that face, really keep control with the left hand. If we imagine if we were playing golf, if you're right-handed and you're playing golf left-handed, you'd be feeling mostly with your right hand. If you've ever played tennis, it would kind of be like hitting a one-handed backhand in tennis, or even a two-handed backhand. Your right hand is still the dominant hand. His swing is looking great. It's great to see Jordan out back playing really well again, up the top of these leaderboards. I'm a huge Jordan Spieth fan. I was at his last tournament that he won, the Open Championship in 2017, before he previously won this last week. So guys, let me know what you think of that. What do you think of Jordan's swing? What do you make of that? If there's anything you think I missed, comment down below. Make sure you give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, check out some of my other videos as well. And guys, I will see you all very, very soon in the next video. Remember, as always, grip it and rip it.